Oh, okay, good. I'm live on YouTube. But yeah. That's crazy. Ain't that crazy, babe? So you know he about to go on a whole little line rant and gas. Like we about to really see just how fucking unstable his ass is mentally. Yeah, that nigga about to have motherfucking stroke or something. We about to do what? Have a stroke. Shut up, babe. That is debuting right now, showing how the country feels about this war. Now, just a third of Americans approve of how the president is handling his role of commander-in-chief as well as the war. 2/3 disapprove of the decision to take military action in Iran, and strong opposition has grown 12 points since the start of the war. 63% of Americans say that they believe it's likely that the war will turn into a long-term military conflict. And nearly 7 in 10 oppose sending U.S. ground troops into Iran. That is something that the president and the administration have repeatedly refused to rule out. 71% say they don't want Congress to authorize $200 billion for further military action in Iran. Lots taken there by panel.
This news breaks. For weeks, Republicans at the direction of Donald Trump were told point-blank no deals with Democrats. They refused to accept a funding deal unless it included their full immigration demands. The standoff triggered a partial shutdown, right? The consequences were immediate and severe. TSA workers were made, airports descended into complete chaos, and federal operations stretched to the breaking point.
The problem is that actually when you ask people who's responsible for the shutdown, 53% say Republicans. So the Republicans have done an awfully poor job of trying to shift the blame to the Democrats.
Right.
And unless the Republicans are successful at shifting that blame, the Democrats are going to sit here doing the unthinkable, which is to actually benefit from a shutdown.
Now, after all of that, right, ICE and the airports, everything, the same Senate framework they rejected, House Republicans agreed to advance.
Right.
This isn't indicative of a shit show of an administration.
Exactly.
They've agreed to pass a Senate bill to fund DHS, except for ICE and CPP, that unanimously passed a week ago.
News to tell you about hearing for House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune announced in a joint statement saying Congress and